The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And coming out with them, it's the rookie, their second-round draft pick. They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby, Miami Central. It's James Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Patrick McMorris in on the stop. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
James Cook with a nice gain there to move the chains. And here we are in year 3, Mike, and all James Cook does is get better. Had a good, solid rookie season a couple years ago. 1,500 yards, kind of a breakout year last year, making the Pro Bowl. He continues this steady improvement. He's going to be one of the top backs in the entire league.
Here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to give it to Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Cook. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. A design run here for Allen. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
The Bills offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. They face second down and 7. A run out of the gun with Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A run with Cook. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Cook gets it out of the pistol. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. Third down and 9. In motion, Shakir. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Cook. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Bills. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just...
They'll motion over Samuel. A run up the middle with Cook. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. David Long there on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. Allen to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get forward for about a yard. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Ah, the ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Man in motion, heading left. To throw is Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
From the gun on third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first and 10, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and 2. Now Allen has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now it's Allen. Samuel there to make the catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Once again, it's Cook. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. Now Allen on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. On 2nd down, Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Valdez-Scantling on the move. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Valdez-Scantling on the move. On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Allen will throw. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Allen gonna give it to Cook. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season.